Hey everybody, it's Ted Bear here, aka Coach Ted, with my fourth Facebook Live video in the series Living Fully with ADHD. I'm happy to be here with you today. I feel a little nervous. I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. I've been talking about productivity. Last Sunday, I did my second productivity tip, but I said I was going to do more of it, productivity today, but actually I'm going to bring in another topic that came up during a session with one of my clients. It is really important in living fully with ADHD. And that is, so I had this client who was concerned about some interactions he had with people at work. And he described them to me and how he felt about them. And to me, they seemed perfectly appropriate, no problem. But to him, they were problematic. And so it was really clear is that there was something inside him that was telling him that what he was doing was wrong. And I understand that voice to be something we call the inner critic, which again is that voice, that negative voice inside your head that's constantly commenting, telling you about things you've done wrong, mistakes you've made, things you should have done, things you shouldn't have done, all that kind of stuff. Those of us who with ADHD grew up with a lot of criticism from some of us in school, from parents. We weren't trying hard enough. Try harder. What's wrong with you? Are you lazy? And so we took a hit on our self-confidence and our self-image, and developed this inner critic voice that, if we're not aware of it and what it's saying to us, can cause us to make some decisions that are really not in our best interest. So, what can you do about this inner critic? Well, the first thing is to realize that everything your inner critic says is a lie. Everything that it says is a lie. It's not true. So, yet we often take that as truth. So just to realize, as you become aware of that voice and what it's saying to you, is that it's lying to you. You don't want to listen to it. So you need to develop an objective viewpoint. And that's not necessarily such an easy thing to do. The first thing you need to do in order to do that is to start noticing when your inner critic is around. What emotions that you feel that kind of tell you that that voice is there, or thoughts that you have. What are the things that you're becoming aware of? What are the things that your inner critic is saying to you? That's really the important first step. Noticing your inner critic, getting to know it, getting to become aware of when it's around. An example, you're starting to feel anxious about something, and just checking in. Well, am I feeling anxious because my inner critic is here and is being critical? That's what inner critics do, being critical of me, and that's causing me to feel anxious. Oh, okay, so then what's my inner critic saying to me? Oh, it's saying, well, you're going to screw up. Who do you think you are to give this talk? Who do you think you are to do this Facebook Live video? My inner critic is definitely hanging around and telling me, oh, just forget it. People aren't interested in what you have to say. So noticing when your inner critic is around and what it's saying to you. And then the second step in this process of becoming objective is, once you're aware of what your inner critic is saying, is then to choose, make your own choice consciously of what you want to do or what you want to feel in that situation. So again, my inner critic is telling me, don't do this Facebook Live video, you're going to look like an idiot. Is to say, wait a minute, that's a lie. I'm going to do this, even though I feel uncomfortable. It's outside my comfort zone. I'm going to go ahead and do this video. Maybe I can write a few notes. That'll help me remember what I want to say. But darn it, I'm going to do this because I've committed to doing it, and I'm not going to chicken out. So basically, those are the two steps to help you handle your inner critic. One, noticing, learning to be aware of when your inner critic is around and what it's saying to you, getting really familiar with it. Make it I'm not going to say your best friend, because it's not your friend, but realize that it's close to you and you need to be aware of what it's doing. And then secondly, as you become aware of the things your inner critic is saying to you, to choose for yourself what you want to do or what you want to feel. And then going with that and just telling your inner critic to buzz off. That's maybe a third step, or a helpful step, is to come up with a way that you're able to hear your inner critic and hear yourself, quiet down your inner critic, and be able to hear yourself think and choose consciously what it is that you want to do in that situation. So I want to show you something here. So this information I've been giving you on this process comes from a book called Taming Your Gremlin by a man named Richard Carson. Really interesting book. And the gremlin in this case is a little monster that rides around on your shoulder and is constantly talking in your ear. It's another way of thinking about your inner critic. So here's a copy of the book, if you can see that. Let's see, hold it back here. Taming Your Inner Critic. And I highly recommend it. You can get it from Amazon. Actually, I like the original edition better than the revised edition, and you can get copies of the original edition for a penny plus $3.99 shipping, $4 on Amazon. And they're used books, but they're great. So, Taming Your Gremlin by Richard Carson. I highly recommend it. Read through it. It's got some great ideas and some exercises that'll help you learn more about your inner critic, how it operates, and to be aware of it. To wrap up here, again, this is Ted Beer, aka Coach Ted. I'd love it if you would like my video, share it with anybody you think it could be useful for. Hey, Daniel. Hey, nice to see you. Long time, huh? Great. Thank you. So, yeah, like my video, share it with anybody you think it's useful, or share it on your Facebook page, your business page, or your personal page. Also, if you have any questions about what I've been talking about, post a question as a comment, and I will answer them in my next video on Thursday. I'm doing Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And finally, I offer a free consultation for the Outsmart ADHD Breakthrough Session. And if that's something that sounds interesting to you, it's a 60-minute session with me at no cost. You can sign up for one, write this down. So it's bit.ly, bit.ly/2, number 2, lowercase c, uppercase O, uppercase N, and then lowercase tfn. So that's bit.ly, bit.ly/2, small c, large O, large N, small t, small f, small n, and you can sign up for one of my Outsmart ADHD breakthrough sessions. So it's been great being here with you today. I hope this was helpful. Love your feedback, and I look forward to seeing you here on Thursday. Bye-bye.